Now we are going to discuss about identification of controls using properties, anchor, index, and image methods. Okay, let's see what are those. So I'll scan the application. See, in Tosca, what happens? See, this is the our web application, right? This is our system under test. Suppose we are taking any control. Suppose we have taken these books. Okay, this books, it's coming like, if you see here, I mean down, if you guys able to see here, the selected item is unique, it's showing. What it mean? This control, Tosca is identifying it as a unique control. So no problem with that. So it's identifying it as a unique. Okay. Suppose if I select these books, okay, see this, one item is not unique. It's showing the selected item is not unique. See why it happens is like, see, books already we have one control, right? When we already have one control, again we are clicking on books, right? So this is the second control for us. So this second control is not getting uniquely identified because of the previous books already what we got. Or suppose let's say we are not taking these books also, even though it will be like not unique. Correct? Why? In application there are already one books available. Correct? That's why this particular control is not getting uniquely identified by Tosca. So when it's not getting uniquely identified, if you save it and use it in your test cases for your automation, the test case will fail. So in order to avoid that scenario, first thing what we have to do, we have to make that control unique. Okay. So how we are going to make that unique? So what I am doing now, I would select this control. I'll go to advanced view. Okay. Let me maximize my screen. Yeah. In advanced view, if you see, you will have one option like identify by. Okay. So what are four types of identifications we have? We have one properties, other one is anchor, then image, then index. Okay. These are four types of identifications we have. This is also one of the very important interview question. What are four identification techniques you used in your project, or what are four identification techniques available in Tosca? People they'll ask you this way actually. Okay. So you can tell like we have something called identify by properties, identify by anchor, identify by image, and identify by index. Okay. Now our focus is like we have to make it unique by using any of these properties. Okay, by using any of these identification techniques. Okay, always what happens in Tosca is like by default it will be there identify by properties only. Okay, first by default it will be selected with properties because they can be more reliable actually. In fact, properties are nothing but, if you see here, you have like class name, inner text, tag, title. Correct? These are actual properties where that particular control is built on. Exactly. So when the developers are developing it, so they have given like some H reference to it, and they have used some inner HTML, some inner text, and all for it, right? Tag. So that's why it's always suggestible whenever you are making your control unique, first you have to try to do with the technical properties. If you are not able to do with technical properties, then you can go ahead with other properties. Okay. So now let's see this control we are going to make unique by any technical properties. Suppose if I want to see by class name, see I don't have any class here, right? So I can't do it. Even though if I give this check, I can't do it, right? Suppose I want to do by ID, also I can't do it. Correct? So here the hierarchy how it will follow is like Okay, technical properties, identification. Okay, so how you have to use is like, you can use class name. Okay, you can use id, you can use inner text, you can use tag. Okay, only these four are allowed, and these four only are accepted also. We should not go ahead and use something like inner html, hrefs, outer html, these things and all. Okay, most I mean, it's not like you should not use, but it's not a recommended approach actually. Okay, we have to use class name, id, inner text and tag. So we'll have this understanding only. Okay, so let's see, with these four things we are able to identify. So we are not, right? Here if you see, already inner text and tag is already in ticked state, right? It's already checked. But even though the control is not getting uniquely identified, so we tried to give with class name, it's not getting uniquely identified. We tried giving id, it's not getting uniquely identified. So now what we understand is like, that particular control, whatever I am doing, I mean whatever I scan, so that is not getting uniquely identified by properties. So I can go with some other controls now. So that should be your understanding always. I mean some other controls in the sense, some other property. Maybe with technical I am not able to do, I have to do with some other identification property, right? Identification technique. Other things what we have something called anchor, image and index. Okay, to this also there is a priority. I would note down that priority for you. Priority for identification. Okay, that is like, first it would be properties, second it would be anchor, third it would be index, and the last option only will be image. Image 99% you will not use in our real-time projects. Okay, we'll go with these things only: properties, anchor and index. Even though with these three also it's not getting identified, maybe that time we might go with image. Okay, but for our example we'll discuss, I mean image also we are going to discuss. Okay, this is the priority. Okay, let me ping this in your chat so you all can have them. Okay, I have pinged the priorities for identification and these things. Okay, you can have notes. Okay, those are very important actually in real-time perspective also. Now, so in my example I am not able to identify these books, right, uniquely with help of properties. Now I am going to use it using anchor. Suppose I will go with anchor. So what is this anchor does is like, it will expect, see something, if you see here, it will expect some other control which is already unique. Okay, if I map that path, this books will become unique. Suppose here if you observe, I mean this particular books which is in caps, it is unique, right? So I can use this particular control to make it, I mean this particular control as unique. It's like not only books. Suppose like, let's say I selected computers. Okay, now computers I selected, even computers also it's unique, right? Either I can use computers also to make it unique, this particular books. Okay, I'll do that. So I'll go to anchor. So what I have to do, I have to click on this computers. I have to drag and drop over this anchor control. Just click, drag and drop. Okay, if you see here, we got, right, anchor control computers. And you will notice one more symbol here. You notice like one more symbol here which comes like a cone shape, right? So that is meaning of anchor. Okay, now if you see this particular control, it's identified as unique. Correct? Now, if you select this control also, it's telling the selected item is unique. Got it? Now let's go to our basic view and let's save this. Okay. Let's say identify by anchor. Let's see what is that module. Yeah. See, if you see these books, we identified by anchor, right? So if you remember in our yesterday's session, we discussed, right? This is tree view, this is detail view, this is properties pane. So if you go to that control and see in the properties pane, you will see something called relative ID. Let me do some more maximize so that it would be clear. You see something here. What it tells? It tells something called relative ID, right? You see relative ID is visible. Just give me a second. Yeah. See, you see something called relative ID property got added extra, right? By seeing this, you have to understand these books got identified using anchor. Suppose if you click on this, I mean, if you just click on this and if you drag this particular one, exactly you will see what's written in it. Okay, let me copy this. Okay, let me copy it and paste in Notepad. See here, we got some code, right? Some code automatically generated for it. And here you see the key, it's using inner text, and the value it's using computers. Why it's using computers? Because we gave computers as value, as an anchor value for the books. Correct? That's why. Okay, so hope this anchor concept is clear. Let's go ahead with other concept. Suppose I'll go and scan the application. Okay, already. Okay, this error when you will get is like, okay, I want to show you one more thing here. See, I gave like application, right? See, this error when you will get only one XScan record instance is allowed to be running at a time. This is when you will get already when you have opened your scan already. Okay, because like we already opened the scan, right? That's why we'll get that error. So now what we can do, we can open our application and give like scan again. Now I am going to select other control to understand other identification method index. Okay, suppose I am clicking on this add to cart. See, if I click on this add to cart, I am not able to make it, I mean, I am not able to see it as a unique control, right? It shows like the selected item is not unique. Now, I mean, why this add to cart is not unique? Because already we have 6 add to carts here, right? So that's why Tosca is not able to identify exactly which add to cart, it has to do the activity, do the action. Correct? I mean, there are like 6 add to carts, right? So that's why it's not getting uniquely identified. So what is our job? We have to make it uniquely identified by using some other identification methods, whatever possible. Correct? Now let's go to advanced view, select this control. I would give like something identify by, already anchor we have seen, we would see with index now. Okay, I'll go with index. See, when I gave index here, what it's showing? Index 2 of 6, right? Why it's showing 2 of 6? Because there are 6 add to carts available here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? As there are 6 add to carts available, it's showing 2 of 6. Because the add to cart what we have selected is second one, right? That's why. So when I select that, so this particular control became unique. Okay, it's kind of indexing like from number 1 to 10. Like suppose there are like 7 add to carts here or 10 add to carts. it will show like 2 of 10. Okay, as simple as that. Now let's go to basic view and save it. Add to cart. This one by what we have identified, index, right? Finish. Okay. If you click on that, you will see the properties for it. What are the properties it has taken? Okay. Now let's go ahead and see with other identification technique, that is image. Scan the application, because already I opened, so it's throwing out an error. So I'll scan the application again. Suppose let's say I would select some other control. Okay, let's say I'm selecting this jewelry. Okay, this jewelry is unique. No, it's not unique, right? The selected item is not unique. Why it's not unique? Because already we have one jewelry here, if you see, right? So the same properties, they are matching, right? That's why it's not getting uniquely identified. So this one we are going to make it by using image. We already done using anchor, using image, right? Sorry, using anchor and index we already done. So these properties I will show in our examples. I will show you these properties. Okay, how we'll identify by properties. Now we are going to see how we are going to identify by image. See, once you click on that image, after clicking here and click on that image, you will get some window like this. Okay, by giving you name jewelry, control image jewelry. Okay, identifying image, something like this it will give. So what you have to do, you have to click on this plus icon. Once you click on this plus icon, you will get screen like this. So what you can do, you can take any reference actually. Suppose I have this cursor, right? The cross icon. So I can select something like this. Anything I can control. I mean, I can select as an image. See, suppose I selected something like this. No, let me give no there. See, it is taking that as a reference of image, and the control became unique now, right? See, with one more thing, with when we identify by image, we'll have one extra property added here as image. You see here we got something called, I mean, something like image kind of symbol, right? So that is, when you see that, you can notice, okay, this particular control is identified by image. Okay. I'll give like image control. Let me finish. Okay, if I see the image control, I have all these properties for the image control. Okay, all the properties I have. Correct. So hope everyone is clear with anchor, index and image. Okay, now continue came again. This continue is not unique, so this is shipping method continue. Let me name it shipping method continue. Okay, go to advanced view. First, always I have to check with technical properties. See, this particular one, it got identified with technical property, right? With class name. So it's fine for us. Then we no need to go with any other identification methods.